Hey everybody, Happy New Year's Eve 2021. Tonight we are going to be looking at the first of my notebooks that is not just magic. There's some magic in there, but there's a lot of weird stuff, so let's begin. Already you can see we got trading card games from Illuminati, got a little Reaper King up there. Scry magazine used to have all these promos that they would come out with. Just a lot of crazy stuff here, man. Austin Powers CCG, when's the last time you saw any of those? So this is just a typical cover page of just various CCGs. Got Looney Tunes, design, create your own card from Mythos CCG, all kinds of stuff. And then we have a foil page of got some chase cards like Cloud and Darth Maul that back in the day were worth a lot of money. Not so much anymore. Sauron. 24 was a pretty big number in the Lord of the Rings card game. In terms of like power level. Usually most people were like 8 if they were pretty tough. Yeah, we got Mcneil. We got all kinds of weird stuff in here, man. This is, so then we get into the pages. There's a few pages here of games where I just have one off or, you know, not even that many. I don't even know what the name of this card game is here with the hair. What was this? Monster Rancher. That was an early Pokemon ripoff. Pretty wild. There's an early Digimon card from the first game. This card has a long-ass story that I'm not going to tell. Let's see. Wheel of Time, which is now an HBO show, that had a short-lived card game. And of course, one of the first scratch-offs, even before Lord of the Rings. I forgot what this was called, but we just take a moment to appreciate the glory of Baron Old Schwartz. I'm not sure who that's based on, but maybe like Sylvester Stallone. Dolph Lundgren, I don't know. It rings a bell. I can't be sure. All right, some Scooby-Doo. This was weird. This was The Sims had a card game, and they let local game shops make their own promo cards. I literally live down the street from KFC's The Big Chicken, and I have the Big Chicken card. So if he ever comes by to visit, I'm gonna get him to sign it. Some beautiful art from Magica. That was Clive Barker's game. And this one, who is the artist on this? Sorry, we're going to go on a lot of side quests today, so buckle up. This was Whistler. So this was the first card game I remember seeing where they actually used public domain like classical artworks. There have not been many who've done that ever. But it's kind of ingenious in a way. Reign of Walrus, always a great card there. Got some original Harry Potter CCG. These are, if you can find a sealed box of Harry Potter: The Chamber of Secrets, that runs you about $2,000 now. And I believe this was a Wizards of the Coast game. I can't remember for sure. Survivor. I mean, this was another. This was another one that was a nice knockoff. Magination. Magination was a big deal. So, you know, I was gonna be mean and say MetaZoo fans, you know, this is your future, but that's okay. Yeah, more. And again, Marvel has had umpteen games and they've all failed. So, you know, this is just a weird glimpse into the past. Scry magazine, again, they did some Sailor Moon promo cards. Chipper Jones, I got Chipper Jones foil. This was weird too because this this symbol, this first edition symbol, you may recognize that. That was from Pokemon. The first edition Pokemon has the exact same symbol. They used to do that. Wizards of the Coast did that with all their games. Because Wizards of the Coast was the original publisher of Pokemon in the US. This was a big game at the time called Wyvern, And it became a little bit infamous because some of the Fallen Empire cards actually had a Wyvern card back on them. I never pulled any of those, but it was kind of a big deal at the time. There's another, it's hard to see, but that's another first edition symbol. Again, another Wizards of the Coast game. Dragon Ball GT, I believe. Dragon Ball they've had like 5-6 games. I don't even know what this game is. Warhammer of some kind. Chaos something, that was a big one. So many games have come and gone. This is just really it's a tribute, but it's also like a cemetery of dead games. This was the second iteration of the Digimon game. So this was the second time they came out with the Digimon series, which right now Digimon's doing okay. Like their latest game, the third or maybe fourth iteration's doing all right. Can't remember. Is this Buddy Fight? Yeah, Buddy Fight Bang. I only have 2 Buddy Fights in my regular collection. All right. G.I. Joe, Ben 10, One Piece. It's been a lot of crazy games. Aces High, Stargate, Resident Evil. These aren't technically collectible cards, but since they give you promos that you can add into your deck building game, it is therefore a customizable card game. So it's still a CCG. Another failed Marvel game there. This was what, Dinosaur Island or something? Man, Dinosaur King, yeah. Good old Upper Deck. Have you ever seen a collection like this? Like, this is just weird, man. Look at this, Penguin, what is this, Penguin Resort? Sorry, pardon my reach. Let's really enjoy the dessert pizza. That would be a good thumbnail. Disney's Club Penguin. The History Channel had a game which has some beautiful foil Therese Nielsen art. Yeah, that's just amazing. Square corners, though. Yeah, called Anachronism. Yeah, even the History Channel's had a game, guys. Look at this, Game of Thrones. So we have 2 Game of Thrones on this side. So I have basically, whenever I have a corner card, that means I have both. I have like 2 copies of that card in the corner. So whenever I was buying rando card games, I was always looking for 2 copies of something that faced to the left. Pretty random. But this was funny. I collected this little row of Game of Thrones long before the show came out, long before I ever read the books. So it's kind of lucky in retrospect that I kept a Cersei Lannister and a Ned Stark card. All right, then we get into a little bit more Magic. Now this was just a kind of a showcase area for the different colors and just kind of some rando stuff I couldn't fit in my normal books. But at this point, I had completely abandoned putting them in any kind of alphabetical order, so I could just enjoy the aesthetics of it. So this is a Quentin Hoover page, all Quentin Hoover art. Black page. This is all Mark Tedin art. And, you know, we're getting the occasional little reserve list card in there. And we got a blue page with the legends glyphs are in the middle of all these pages. Oh, there's a hot reserve list card, the River Merfolk. Not really hot. Kaya Folio page. Always loved her stuff. Green with my Eladrami and Eladrami's Vineyard. Both of these cards are pretty potent. Not as potent as that Elvish Ranger, but good lord, they just don't make art like this anymore. Again, this is another reason Like, how could you fire Therese Nielsen? Are you out of your mind? They want everything to be sanitized. That's my biggest problem with Wizards of the Coast. No fun. They're just no fun anymore. Do you think they had an art director telling them what to draw on these? Like half the time they would draw the wrong thing. You know, they draw a tomb instead of a tome, or a lemur instead of a lemure. Like they had no idea what they were doing back then, but that's what made it fun. It was the Wild West. This is a Harold Mcneil page, including a lot of circles of protection. And a red page. I still can't believe Goblin Wizard's a thing, but he's one of the more popular little mid-tier reserve lists now. And we got Anson Maddox, always one of the most creative of the original Magic artists. He always had such a sense of three-dimensionality to his stuff too. I really enjoy him. And then we get the white page. And Jeff Miracola, the guy who gave us Beebles. Give a little showcase there. And a gold page, including my Sliver Queen, which I was lucky enough to pull straight out of a pack. So that's a pack fresh, probably gradable Sliver Queen. You know, if I ever get around to grading anything, it's probably going to be the ones to go. And we got Amy Weber, who had a very blocky, sort of impressionistic, you know, surreal style, but very cool. I always liked her stuff too. Not one of my favorites, but you know, Magic history just wouldn't be as colorful and interesting without her. And then we get into artifacts, and as I told someone, you know, if you have $100 to waste or $200 to waste, get some null rods. All right, then we get into Didra Lizzie, who has a very wonderful traditional sort of fantasy look to the art. And then we get into double Rebecca Gay pages, just because I love Rebecca Gay. She's great. One of my favorite Magic artists of all time. All right, and then we get into a little post-Christmas page here. This is where Santa goes to chill on December 31st after delivering all of his presents. So I'm going to actually pull this page out so you can check it out. So we got some of the original holiday cards, the You'll Lose, Stalking Tiger, and Fruitcake Elemental. That's a card I hunted for a long, long time. And some Yu-Gi-Oh! O-Token Bomb, Top Deck the Halls. That was from a couple years ago. Or no, last year. Cookies and Milk. This was from I forgot the name of the game. Which game is this? This is Warlord. So Cookies and Milk is from Warlord. And they actually have a character named Christoph Kringle. So that heals him up, removes all wounds. A little promo from WoW. And the Red Rider air rifle, which has really subtle foiling on the bells. Let me pull it out. The foiling is so cool on that. I don't know if it's going to show up on the camera or not, but really nice subtle foiling on the jingle bells. Whatever those are, the little lights. And then Santa's beer sled from Guardians. Talk about epic. Then we flip it over, and there's a revolting Santa Claus showing off his package from Xenophile, which is a hilarious game. Nicholas the Saint from UFS. Miss Claus admiring the lewd Santa from afar. That's a keeper from, oh crap, what is this? It's a non-CCG, anyway. Flux, I think that's it. And a Munchkin card. Another Magic card there. Christmas Day from the Deadlands CCG. No calling out or jobs may take place during this turn, so everybody gets a day off. Gratitude. Just a BC Boy song. There's the Krampus and the Creeper Fruitcake. So that's my little holiday promo and or weirdness page. Then we get into misprints, and I saved some of these for your protection. Do not use this card things for my credit cards. But yeah, these are some badly miscut items. I mean, look at that. That's some crazy miscut. Obviously, Star Wars CCG there. Miscut on the back as well. Star Wars was pretty infamous. This actually is a solid black and a solid white card. This was from Hoth expansion, and that was from Dagobah, I believe. But they actually did, by accident, put those cards in. And on April Fool's, they said, oh yeah, if you put this under a black light for 15 hours, it'll show a secret message. And people got really pissed off that they tried to pull an April Fool's joke on them. Some of these are really strange misprints. I'll show you a little closer. I mean, Star Wars CCG is one of my favorite of all time, but check out the halo around that expansion icon. Can you see that? Or it's like a little circle. It's very strange. It's not on all of them. And then this one just had a weird ink smear on both sides. I love a good misprint card. It's so weird. Over here, this was one where it was just colored blue. Like they had a few that were, I think this card was normally green. This guy's misprinted. We just cut off on top. There's another Decipher card from the Star Trek CCG that was miscut. And now we have a Magic card that was miscut. You can almost see onto the next card. You can see the printer dots, the little white printer dot there. This was a pretty wild misprint. I had a few cards like that. The Doomblade doomed both sides. This one actually is possibly a little bit valuable just because typically misprints are worth more if you can see the card adjacent to it. And that one you can see the start of the text for the next card over. So anyway, quite a few. Oh yeah, this was from Naruto CCG. That's a wild misprint. This video is running really long. Sorry guys. Oh yeah, there's my counterfeit Black Lotus, which was photocopied off a real Black Lotus. Then we get some stuff that's not so interesting to look at, but these are like insert cards, tokens, things that just went into packs. Some cards for HeroClix. Full set of Pacific Rim HeroClix. There's rando stuff, more HeroClix, inserts. Stuff that's Boba Fox. I got paws on Boba Fox, he's cute. And then some Marvel CCG cards and some other rando CCG, or not CCG, trading cards. My remaining Garbage Pail Kids. Love Alien Ian best. Species trading cards. Veronica Mars, Judge Dredd, just random trading cards. This one I've had in my collection since I was about 2. It's a little sticker card from the original Star Wars. Get some Serenity, some nice Joseph Michael Linsner Dawn cards. My only sketch card ever. Terrible movie, but who knew? It looked cool from the cards. Like it seemed like it had some potential. And then some lovely cards by Coop. It was a playing card set that we broke up because I just wanted some of the nice art. Well, that's it. I hope everybody has a spectacular New Year's, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.